Greetings, Charger families, and welcome to another edition of Charger Live. I'm Mrs. Mazik, the proud principal here at Blythewood Middle School, where each and every day our goal is to hashtag BMS Make It Happen. We're excited to be moving forward to Phase 2 of school reopening, and we know that you have lots of questions. Our goal is to provide you answers as to what Phase 2 will look like here at Blythewood Middle School. If after watching our Charger Live presentation you still have questions, we ask that you please contact the school directly. As always, we stand ready to assist you. Who attends when? As we transition to Phase 2 on November 4th, parents and guardians were given the opportunity to choose the learning model for their students. Phase 2 will consist of a hybrid learning model and virtual learning. Students attending a hybrid learning model will be assigned to either Cohort A or Cohort B, based on their last names. Students with last names A through L will attend school on Mondays and Tuesdays and attend their classes via the Google Meet class code on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Students with last names M through Z will attend school on Wednesdays and Thursdays and join their Google Meet classes on Mondays and Tuesdays. Students that are remaining virtual during Phase 2 will continue to log into their Google Meet class links for all class periods. On Fridays, all students will have an asynchronous learning day. Fridays are not a day off for students. Fridays will be a day for students to check their Google Class assignments from teachers and complete assignments that teachers have posted. This is also an opportunity for students to check in with their teachers for additional academic assistance. Students may check in with their teachers using their Google Classmeet link using the Academic Assistance schedule on Fridays. Friday's academic assistance time with teachers is not mandatory. However, teachers are available to provide assistance to students as needed. What will our daily schedule look like during Phase 2? Our daily schedule for Phase 2 will look slightly different from our Phase 1 daily schedule. Our school day will begin at 7:50 with the homeroom for all students, where important information and other announcements in the form of our morning news show can be gained. The homeroom teacher will often need to give out important school-related information. All students, whether face-to-face or virtual, should begin their day in their homeroom class and then follow the schedule accordingly.
Car rider procedures. In the morning, we will receive car riders in the front car rider line at 6:50 a.m. Car riders may use the back bus loop after 7 a.m. after all buses have departed. As a reminder, please remember to follow the blue traffic line. Students will wait in their vehicles until a staff member motions for them to exit their vehicle. This will ensure social distancing as students arrive. If you need to park, please escort your child to the sidewalk following staff member directions at all times. Under no circumstances should a child ever be dropped off in a parking lot and allowed to walk up to the building by themselves. The gates to the back bus loop will close daily at 7:45 a.m. to allow us to fully secure the building as our school day begins. Students who arrive at 7:45 or after should use the front car rider line. In the afternoon, drivers will place a sign in the front windshield stating the first and last name and the grade level of the student they are picking up. Students will be called over the intercom to proceed to the car rider line. 6th grade students will use the front car rider line. 7th and 8th grade students will use the back bus loop. Students in different grades should use the back bus loop. For example, a 6th and 8th grade student ride together, they will use the back bus loop. Please remember to follow directions of all school and district personnel at all times to ensure student safety. Also, look out for our walkers. And finally, please remember to practice the light speed with patience, as this will lengthen our dismissal procedures.
During Phase 2, the bus rider procedures for the morning are as follows. Students who ride the bus should physically distance at the bus stop. Students should keep their masks on at all times while riding the bus. All bus safety procedures will remain in effect. Students will remain on the bus once they arrive at school until motioned by a staff member to enter the building. Afternoon bus rider procedures are as follows. Students who ride the bus will be dismissed one bus at a time by bus number via the intercom system. Students will practice social distancing protocols as they exit the rear of the building to load the school buses. Students will load the bus one student at a time. Students must wear their mask the entire bus route home.
Transition between classes. Students will follow the designated traffic patterns in the hallway to ensure physical distancing between classes. Students will not be allowed to congregate in the hallways or remove their masks while in the hallways. Students should report directly to their next class. Lockers will not be used during Phase 2 as their design does not allow for physical distancing. Students will need to bring a backpack to carry their belongings with them all day. Rolling backpacks will not be allowed, as they pose a safety hazard to students in the hallways during transitions. As a reminder, all textbooks are available online, so students will not need to bring them to school. School supplies may not be shared among students. Students should have all supplies with them daily. Extra supplies should be kept at home. All students must have earbuds or earphones to use during classes. For a copy of our school supply list, please check our BMS webpage.
Restroom breaks and water bottles. Students will be allowed to use the restroom during their classes throughout the day. Teachers will have a restroom sign-out and sign-in procedure to help monitor students because they will only be able to go to the restroom one time. Students will be allowed to bring water bottles to school, but only clear water bottles are permissible. Water fountains will not be available during Phase 2. We have water filling stations that students will be able to use to refill their water bottles as needed.
When your child feels sick, slowing the spread of COVID-19 is each of our responsibilities. We must all do our part by wearing masks, washing our hands, social distancing, and above all, staying home when we are sick. Parents, please do not send students to school when they are sick, thinking that they will feel better later. COVID-19 carries a number of symptoms, and a student may be positive without knowing it. Please use the checklist provided to the right of the screen, and when in doubt, we kindly ask that you keep your child home and allow them to attend classes virtually. When your child becomes sick at school. If your student should become sick during the school day, they will be sent to the health room as usual. If a student runs a fever of 100 degrees Fahrenheit or higher, or exhibits any flu or COVID-19 symptoms, they will be moved from the usual health room and placed into our isolation room. The student will remain in the isolation room until a parent or guardian or other authorized adult is able to pick them up. It is imperative that we have updated contact information for all students.
Learning model changes. Requests for changes may be submitted after October 19th, but they will not go into effect until December 7th. The next deadline will be 9 a.m. on December 3rd, and the change in learning model will go into effect on December 7th. See the chart to the right for all dates. For example, if you would like for your child to change their learning model on December 7th, you would have by 9 a.m. on December 3rd to make that request for a change.
We are excited to offer Charger Pride after-school care during Phase 2. The hours of operation will be Monday through Thursday from 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. Students may only attend Charger Pride on their assigned cohort days. The students must pre-register for Charger Pride via their parent portal account. The registration cost is $20 per student, and the cost to attend is $30 for 2 days. If you would like additional information, please contact the program director, Ms. Sierra Haywood, at shaywood@richland2.org.